Kings and queens, 2021. Happy New Year. Blessings to you. Um, what more can we say, man? We happy you here with us. Um, happy you made it.
Right?
So first, how are you?
I'm doing good. This the last week of 2020 like rocked out some solid blessings that I have been working for the entire year. And so coming into the new year, I'm doing good.
That's what's up. It's good to hear that. It's always good to hear that.
Yeah.
2021. I know everybody. There's one thing that I know we all can agree on. You know, when we have our issues, black folks always say we can't agree on
Mm-hmm.
anything. I'm pretty sure that we can agree that the happy 2020 is over and 2021 is here. Even though we starting in December, now everything ended last year. It's a new beginning.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure everybody out there is excited and happy and thankful. Because if you're not, you should be. You really should be checking in with IG. What's happening, IG? I appreciate you checking in. Everybody for checking in with Chocolate Crowns 2021. We're gonna do a little wrapping up of what everybody went through last year and kind of get jumped off on a good, on the good foot. So thanks for everybody checking in with us. Like always, I'm gonna start 2021 by saying it's my disclaimer, man.
Oh goodness.
I'm not
Coming
perfect.
out the box.
Try to be. It's just our platform to have a conversation. If you don't like it, you could go somewhere else. That's all right. I'm not mad at you. But
We gotta have courageous conversations to make change.
yeah, we gonna and I, you know me, I don't care. I could care less. You don't like me, that's your problem. I mean, but but I'd rather you love me and we can make a dope show and have interesting conversations and that kind of thing. Like you said,
Right.
when things are difficult, that's when we kind of move forward and push things forward. So
Hey
2020
Conan.
definitely 2020 was definitely difficult. So from cousin Fletch to all my cousins out there, if you hear in 2021 and you can hear our voice, that means you blessed, that means you special, that means you're supposed to be here. That
Mm-hmm.
means you have some things you have to do. I don't know what that is, and you may not even know what that is on January 1st. But the ultimate goal is to seek out what it is that you're here for, because everybody who's here for something special to move us forward. So that's what we trying to do this year, 2021. It's about leaving the filters in the past, coming up out the matrix, coming up out this stupor we've been in, coming up out the fog we've been in, and really start to embrace new, embrace change, um, embrace the road, the journey, because the journey in 2020 was definitely it tested everybody. So if you're here for a reason. So let's make this thing happen.
Yeah, so you got to be clear on whatever your intentions are. I'm not about resolutions. Like, set your intentions in the absence of the filters. So, like, keep a real conversation about what is realistic for you to do on a day-to-day basis or on a month-to-month basis. Because, sometimes day-to-day can be challenging. So, what is it that you can set an intention that you can be consistent about and successful in on a day-to-day basis, or on that you could set a goal for the month that you can say, okay, for this month, this is what I'm going to do. And if you have 12 things, that you could do, and you have affirmations and things that are intentions that's going to help you get there, then you're rocking it out solid. And you know, you got to just prepare. 2020 has prepared us for the fact that to ever be changeable and be prepared for the unknown and be flexible.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. You better be a rubber band. You better be able to bend and pull and flip and do all kind of stuff, because if you were in a routine and over these past however long you've been in this world, 2020 definitely changed that a little bit, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
even a lot. I got friends who run businesses. And, I mean, it's just completely flipped their worlds upside down. Again, education is completely different.
Right.
So you have to be able to, like you said, be flexible, be able to bend but don't break. That's another sports term.
Okay. Bend but
But
don't
then,
break.
yeah, you got to be able to bend but don't break. And I always try to um, I guess dig up my past from some people that I've been around, and great slogans and things that they put into me that I kind of take with me. And shout out to Rutgers football,
Did
Coach
they
Young.
win this weekend?
No. We basketball is doing really well. They top 15 in the country,
Okay.
but football season's over. But shout out to Rutgers but shout out and trying to make it feel like everybody else. But there's some things that have been said, like they had a box. Things said like a box. It was about going to the field. It was about just dropping everything in the box outside of football. That was outside of football. Everything all the time. So teach you to try to control what you can. And in that moment, you control that moment. You can't do nothing about the road. Can't do nothing about the past. But you can do something about right now. So, like I said at the beginning, if you're here and you here right now, there's some good to do. And the journey is not easy. There's days where it's hard, and days where you don't even know how you're gonna get through it. But with good people, faith, things like that, you will find answer to make it through. Because like I said, we here. So let's make the most. What's happening, brother Corey Carter? Thanks for checking in, my brother.
And when you have those days that's difficult, that's the time when the difficulty means that growth is happening. Because if you didn't have those difficulty ripples in the matrix, I guess an experience or a challenge with disappointment, then you wouldn't know that you're kind of working on the right path, or that you didn't plan for something that has come in your path. So in the fact that you tried it, give yourself a round of applause, because you could have did the alternative and just sat there and not done anything and waited for nothing to actually happen. And the fact that you actually started something, you know, give yourself a round of applause. But then on the other side, it's like if there is a bruise, a bump, something that didn't quite work out right, this this is the opportunity that you say, okay, what didn't I consider? What did I learn? What can I take away from what I learned? And now that I've tried it in this particular way, and then now you can strategize differently. So it's not that whatever you did, you just toss it. Your intention now is that you learn something from each experience. And so 2020, you had multiple experiences that challenged you to be bendable and flexible and experience things that didn't go your way, possibly even some disappointments. But then some people had some wins. And like from those wins that you have to look at those experiences also and say, okay, what could I do different to continue to experience the same thing over and over? And it takes diligence, consistency, and determination.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out, what's up, Mark? Appreciate you checking in, my brother.
Yeah, and shout out to
Everybody,
Roxanne.
everybody who is checking in, if you have your own business, black owned business or your own business, please put it up there so we can do a little bit of promoting as well. But listen, 2021, you got to be your own biggest cheerleader. You got to create, and I'm sorry, people, if you're not a sports fan, but some of my people are, so I'm gonna try to make it relatable to both. Um, and I've talked to Mary about this. If in your regular job, if a teacher, doctor, um, whatever it is you do in your career, my past was football. And every time we had a game, there's thousands and thousands of fans cheering and screaming and happy for you. Everybody else in their careers, they don't have that feeling. There's not 60,000 people clapping for the teacher when they come into the classroom. There's not 40,000 people clapping for the doctor or whatever it is you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what I seen this year with sports is you had to generate your own.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fans that create, the home field advantage. You had to really create your own. So I'm going to double down with Mary. You got to be your biggest fan. You got to be your
You do.
biggest supporter, no matter what you're going through, because you're going to have people who hate you, and you're not even going to know why they hate you. Probably because you're doing something they can't do. So regardless of that, be the biggest cheerleader for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. You made it for 2020. We're going to go ahead
Yes.
and give everybody out there, Miss April, Miss Tanya, Mark, Corey, all my people, man. I'm standing up and I'm saluting, Height Apparel, Eric, all my young boys that's at Rutgers, all the queens in training. Listen, we got to be our own biggest supporter, our own biggest cheerleaders, because it's hard enough. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we very hard on ourselves when there's little wins along the journey.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg Schiano, Coach Schiano at Rutgers taught me how to embrace the small journeys, the small victories along your journey, because when you get to the championship and you popping bottles and you throwing confetti and it's dropping on you, it's very short-lived.
Mm-hmm.
It may last a few minutes, and that summit, that apex, start to come down on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So along the journey, man, in 2021, we're bigging each other up. We pat each other on the back. We saying we proud of you no matter what it is. And we have to do that because we never know. You never know when this thing is, coming to an end.
And just to piggyback off of what you're saying from, I guess, it's a sports aspect, but maybe not, is that celebrate the small wins, because oftentimes we want to celebrate when everybody else is celebrating us. What's up, Swanee G? You have to celebrate all of the wins. So the fact that if you are writing a book and you got the first draft done, then the fact that the first draft is done, that's something to celebrate. If you are establishing a business and you registered your business as an LLC or decided what the name of it is, celebrate that and really truly celebrate. These are large wins, but we often look at them as a part of the process and we just keep on moving because it's not the finished product. The finished product is a part of every small step that you take towards making that larger product happen. So it's like you have to celebrate, because if you don't, your glasses will become very, very foggy and you'll be like looking at all of these filters and wondering, okay, well, when is it going to happen that the big surprise happens? You have to surprise and celebrate yourself every single day, because every single day that you have oxygen on this side of the soil is a celebration because the world awaits you.
Yeah. Listen, can't say it any better than that. You better be your biggest supporter and cheerleader, man, no matter what is going on, no matter what other people say. And don't let nobody else put their intentions on you. Their
Right.
whatever, whatever it is. I'm sorry, folks. Whatever it is, they're going through. They might be trying to put their negative energy all on you, and you were ecstatic about the little wins. So let's just
And
be mindful of that. I mean, like it's hard, man. It's hard, and we can always, if we get into 2021, and it's February and it's March and it's April, and we feel it's difficult, all you got to do is Google February 2020, and I can guarantee you that it was worse, man. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? So,
actually, no, we were still okay in February 2020.
nah, they just ain't tell nobody. I
I mean,
knew somebody, and you know him, and I'm not gonna put their name out, but
okay.
we believe they had COVID in I think it was January,
Actually, December.
December. Yep, it was December, and we believe they had it in December. So we didn't know what it was or what they were gonna call it. Um, but since last year at this time, it's been different. It's been and the difference has showed up in a lot of people's anger, aggression, mixed with this political climate that we're in. So it's been a bag of everything that just has a long wick that is ready to explode. So like Miss April, you can't compare and compete with others. Follow your own path and track your own progress. Can't say it any better than one of our loyal followers.
And it's usually like whatever is meant for you, everybody is not going to understand it. So they may not understand why you're so passionate and have this particular assignment to serve or do a certain task. And if they don't understand it, it's not really your job to convince them on why. It's your job to continue your assignment, because if the universe has deposited that assignment for you, then you have to really just follow through and make sure that you complete the task and you see it all the way through, because energy can be depleted by being around people who are just, I can't think of another word other than bottom feeders. Like they just vampires, like they just want to pull you down. They don't want to see anything that's on the growth side of life if they're not included. So it's like if they can't tag along and be a part of the process, then it's like, why would I celebrate you? Like I can't celebrate you without celebrating me. And it's not even about that. If you see one of your kings and queens, brothers and sisters doing something, elevate, share, do it, like comment on their social media posts. We know that algorithms are the enemy. Like they're not trying to help our businesses grow. So if you see somebody, even if it's not related to you or you think that it's not related to you, still share or even comment so that the algorithms won't be the enemy to their success of doing something the correct way.
Listen, man, people. One of my friends made a post, and it was he got a job and he had 400 likes, but when I created my own business, he had 7 likes. So we understand how that goes, man.
Right.
People will. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why we are like that, man. We can't give the just unfiltered, authentic love for somebody else if they doing it. Even if I don't know you, if I see you hype about what you doing, boom, you can make a comment, you could say anything, man, that's positive. But we know people dwell in that lower self, and if they're not doing it, then they don't like that you doing it. Like why he get to do it? Why she get to do it? Why not me? And we need to get out of that mind frame. And but listen, to be honest, we want to say we need to get out of this mind frame, and there's certain things that we can do, but we've been on this hamster wheel for a long time. There's no doubt about it. This cycle has repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated. I mean, it's the New Year's, and you used a great word called for affirmation instead of resolution.
And intentions, yeah.
Yeah, and intentions, because people have been doing the same resolution for 30 years. They got the same thing they've been trying to do.
We don't want to shame them, but it's just like they need another toolkit or another strategy. No, I'm not saying that you were, but I'm just saying there's another way to elevate, because other people will take that as, well, they ain't do it all these years, so why are we going to encourage them now? I'm saying to others, you got to make sure that you elevate in a way that you're encouraging them, even if it is the same goal. Tell them, help them change their strategy on meeting that goal, because apparently they need a new toolkit.
Yeah, and then some people, like Swanee G said, you gotta put your pride down and say, all right, this don't work. Can I go ask somebody that I see that it works for? How did you do that? Like, instead of just secretly hating, open your mouth, put your pride and the ego to the side and say, how did you do it? What's up? That's ranking. That's one of my day ones again, checking in with me. What's up, my brother? Appreciate you checking in. But yeah, we gotta swallow the pride. We gotta swallow the ego, man. Like, you could be happy for somebody that they're doing good, they're doing well. They may be doing better than you. That's okay.
It's okay. It's not your season or your moment at that particular time.
Yeah, listen, man. It's okay if somebody's doing better than you, man. Like before we came on, you said something about what was the comment you made about
I don't know, you shut some of my comments down.
Oh, about if you're the smartest person in your crew or in your group, you should move on to another group. You should find new friends and new groups. And I just said that in your circle, you shouldn't be the smartest in everything. You should be able to learn something from the people in the circle, in the group.
But we need to share.
Yes, we have to share. So if my homeboys or my friends know something, I don't have how you do that? Like, you got to show me that. You got to teach me that. Like, I want to know, so I don't have to keep coming back and asking you to show me how to drink water. No, you show me one time. Now, everywhere I go, I know how to drink water. You know what I'm saying? I know how to apply this. And sometimes you being the smart one in your crew can elevate the rest of your crew.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like we said before, you don't want everybody being leeches. But for an example, LeBron James was LeBron James since 2000, let's say 2003, when he first came in the NBA. His friends we didn't know about, and most people still don't know about, but he elevated all 5 of them to multi-millionaire status. So he can't leave them. You know what I'm saying? It would have been awful to say, oh, y'all ain't nobody. So I'm gonna leave y'all with no. I'm in a position to elevate my people. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna elevate. I'm gonna give game here. I'm gonna give this here. I might have to give 2 million here, but that 2 million, now your best friend owns Clutch Sports, where he got 40 other clients in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So we got to come together, and if you are the smartest, try to elevate the people around you, man. You know, try to get them out their box, out their comfort zone, because now once you do that, now they can teach you something. You know what I'm saying? Now they can show you something that you didn't know.
Right. And when you're working in something that you're very passionate around, it becomes your love language, that you kind of just learn how to navigate in that space kind of so naturally, that really teaching and sharing what it is that you value it, but you may value it differently. Like, there was a conversation that I was having with someone that they wanted to build their value, but they didn't want to value the service in which they were receiving. So it was like, you have to, even in that moment, you have to really even teach them, or even reflect on yourself of what could have been done differently. And what could have been done differently, which is what I had said to you, was when the person scheduled with me, I should have been clear so I have to be fully responsible on why that person didn't suggest or offer anything other than a meal as payment, because I didn't offer or put those boundaries or parameters that what I was providing was a service. So, but it is a service and it was a service, but it was just like, okay, I haven't talked to this person in a long time. I'm just thinking we chit chatting, but then the chit chat turned into a service. So the follow up will be a service phone call or a service, interaction, not payment from a meal. I mean,
Listen,
I like to eat, but
listen.
skills
It's
have been earned for a reason.
right. It's 2021. If you have a service, charge. Get your money. Cousin Flex said, "Get your paper." Listen, the reality is we are creators. A lot of things we create, a lot of things we make, people take and suck and vampire it from us.
Mm-hmm.
And they may look just like us. They may look just like you and
Right.
slick talk and good with words and all that kind of stuff. And now they get in a service that is priceless for nothing.
Right.
And I don't if it's our people and you want to, okay, I'll give it to you for $50. That's fine, but they need to know that this is not free.
Right.
Because our people will, I know they give good advice and we'll take an hour out your day.
And that hour is a client hour, be it consultation, counseling, whatever services that you provide, workshop. That's a hour that could have been invoiced towards something. And not that every contact has to be invoiceable, but you have to recognize your value and recognize that what you are passionate around, when it comes to knowing your value, you have to know the intentions around why people are coming to you.
Yes, please know your value, because people will come with the olive branch extended, but have ulterior motives of taking everything you got and try to rename it, revamp it, and put their stamp on it. And you're like, hold on, I done spent 2-3 hours speaking with these people, and now I see they little work being put together, and it's all the work I did for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, you valuable out there. Like I said at the beginning, it's 2021, man. Listen, you got value. You here. You got value. You made it through 2020. So if you got your business, you got your company, you got your whatever it is you got going on, man. Know your value, know your worth. Your time is not free. You know what I'm saying? And people will take your kindness for weakness and try to use it against you. That kind of thing, and suck it up till it's all gone. Like all gone. We'll dump every negative thing they got on you and take all your positive energy from you. So we have to be mindful of certain things. Like we want to help our people, we want to elevate our people. You know what I'm saying? But when you go in Walmart, they ain't changing prices on milk.
They really not. Not because you walked in your special outfit, like they're not changing that.
Nah. They ain't changing no prices on none of that, man.
They're not changing how they do the layout of anything. Like they not doing nothing. They like when you come to the register, they want to swipe your card or whatever to make sure that transaction is complete.
I'm not gonna lie. There is such things called a barter system.
Absolutely.
And sometimes that's actually better than money, because you're also establishing relationships.
And long-term relationship.
Yeah, long-term relationships can be way more valuable than money. Because I don't know, if you was Jay-Z friend in 1999 and you still Jay-Z friend in 2020 and you a close friend, that's a valuable relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just told LeBron's story. If you LeBron's best friend in 2000 and you his best friend now, it's valuable. It's come with things that it's come with a platform where you can leap and go do your own thing from.
Right.
So sometimes the barter system is needed because our people are good at creating and bringing something to the table of value, and can say, well, Fletch or Mary you guys offer this kind of service for young people and adults and that kind of thing, and I do this. Oh, okay. I got a platform where y'all could come in the studio and do your show there, and in turn, you talk to this group for me. Boom. Like that's a real barter. That's things we used to do in the past, um, which holds a lot of weight.
It does. And it builds real relationships that has trust, the like no trust factor. Like the person, you value the person, that they're good for their word, that there's no filters, no shucking and jiving, what their content is and what it is that they're bringing to the table. Like it's no way you, at least as far as the intentions of who it is that they're representative that they've brought to you thus far, that they're not coming to you with no street game.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. You just want what it is that you want, and you want them to get what it is that they want, and be able to both leave like, okay, I got something from them. Instead of the one deal where one person is happy and then the other person leaves mad. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that happens when you do exchange money. You go to a restaurant and you done paid your money for this meal, and this meal is awful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now okay, I'm not going back to that place. But when we barter and we built a relationship, so I'm telling you, you telling me, and that kind of thing. So with it all, I just think like somebody said earlier, it's your path. So do what works best for you. You know what I'm saying? We throwing things out there, but you got to know what works for you. But I also know whatever you're doing, you need to build relationships. You need to build rapport. We was chatting the other day and was just talking about one of our old coworkers and not having a lot of skills other than being able to build relationships with young people. And that's what made him as good as he was in the field that we're in, because he took the time to ask how people were doing, sat down with people.
And you could be coming with something really serious to talk about, but it was like that transaction and that relationship could not happen until he went through his process of, just checking in with you in his natural way that he engaged and did it. And it was just so naturally him that you just kind of knew that, yes, even if it was a crisis situation, you had to go through some comedy and some checking in, and which was great because it helped build the team and the camaraderie, because you knew in a clinch of a 911 situation that he was going to be there.
Yeah, only thing is I didn't like the hiring process. But the choices of people in the hiring process, you get what you get sometimes in this field. When you're working with the population we have, sometimes anybody slides through to work with the kids that we work with. So you got to kind of hold on to good workers whenever you can, man, because it's I don't want to just say our field. It's
everything. It's every field.
Everything, man. It's like everybody's trying to find good workers. What's up, brother?
What's up, Doug?
What's up, my brother X-Ray Crawford? I hope you're feeling better, my brother. That's my old college roommate.
Okay, Dub is on Instagram.
Yeah, and I see all my people checking in today. It's the new year. They was born.
It's the new year. Yes, we thankful for you guys checking in.
What's up, Dub? I appreciate y'all, man, for checking in. You got any questions? You got any comments, man? Feel free to, make the comments.
I wanted to talk about, just one of the things in regards to. I'm sorry. Were you done?
No, go ahead.
One of the things in regards to like 2020, we were inconvenienced because some of the things changed in regards to what we were accustomed to, or the way life was. Now we're walking around and we're wearing masks everywhere and sanitizing and all of this type of stuff. And when you look at melanated cultures, we've always had to accommodate open spaces every single time that we entered into the space, right? So 2020, if we look at it from that perspective, as us being kings and queens, yes, we may have been inconvenienced. However, we're always accommodating. The challenge is that the people around us they never had to accommodate. So their love language was living in a life of accommodations and having privilege and having things placed before them where they were okay. And so it was like, okay, what kind of life is this? Now they had to come to the other side of needing to understand what a life accommodation looked like, and their love language was interrupted by the fact that cousin
Hold on,
C virus was happening.
hold on, Queen Mary, because you being very nice about this.
I am.
You're being very professional, which everybody in the comments, everybody in Facebook, Instagram world loves and agree. But very accommodating. No, white folks have acted out of. They have acted like an ass. Sorry for lack of a better word, because pressure for the first time in their life. Now they see, yes. And there's some white folks up there that ain't gonna be like, nah, flesh, not me. Yeah, not you, but a lot of them. We could start with Karens. We could start with them. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of pressure, a little bit. For instance, we all just seen a week ago the 14-year-old boy getting harassed by the little white girl. See, the problem is, like I was telling somebody, is he has a passive father. I understand, we want to make it back home and all that kind of stuff to your kid. But sometimes you're going to have to say, son, I'm going to see you in about 3 days. And slap the cowboy taste out of her mouth so that the next woman can learn. Like, this is what it has to, listen. When the bully started to bully people, the only way you stop the bully is you punch the bully in the mouth, and then the bully say, "Oh, okay, I can't keep bullying people." You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. That's what this is like now. It's the bully has been pushed in the corner. The bully has been tripped. The bully has been put in a situation that they've never been put in, and so now we all have to have the consequences and repercussions when we've dealt with this our whole life. We've dealt with this our whole life.
Our whole entire life. And we still deal with it because of the othering that goes on. Like, we're always othered and separated in some particular situation, but yet we stand and rise to the occasion with the fact, okay, they othering us. Okay, let me code switch real quick and just jump into the role that they want me to play, or let me just jump into this costume that they want me to wear real quick so that I can be accepted. And we've done that for centuries upon centuries, and their love language was now interrupted.
Listen, I understand, April. Dad can't hit a woman. I'm sorry. If you're a threat to my child, I don't care what sex you are. My 14-year-old boy, I don't care. All bets is off. It's over. I'm getting what's coming to me. I'm sorry. I know women who would have been there and mopped her up, and she needed it. She needed it because now nothing happened. So she's going to go do it again in 6 months. She's going to go do the same ignorant thing to somebody else in another.
Where was the phone? It was in the Uber, like left in the Uber.
Yeah, she left it somewhere. And listen. Part of the problem is the kid is 14 and he sees dad respond like this. That's that passive aggressive, I'm a weak person. No, stop. It's 2021, people. They murder us in 2020 on television.
Yes. Virtually, physically, emotionally, like
they murder us. They don't
in
care.
multiple ways.
Listen, did they care that Sandra Bland was a woman? Did they care Brianna was a woman?
No.
They didn't care that Trayvon was a baby. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, we got to stop with all the cowardly moves, man. And I don't care if it's a woman. She need a foot in her behind. Size 15. Dab, she needed a foot, man. And that's when the bully gets it. I know people might not like to hear it, but we all know that. When the first person stand up to the bully, the rest of the class done stood up now because we found out the bully's a punk. The bully is soft. And all we needed was one sister there, his mama there to mop her up, and she would never act like that again for the rest of her life.
Right.
And every other woman that did that, every other white woman who does that. We seen the white man, the brother in New York with the woman dangling and hanging her dog. Just as I'm calling the police.
Over a false statement.
It only takes one. That it will only take one. Listen, I don't want the camera to stop. I'm going to jail. I'm going to go sit down for a couple days, but this is going to be on camera. Not my baby. No, not the babies. There has to be a line we draw in the sand. And if people jump over that line, there has to be repercussions. Yeah, Richard Allen. You know, if you from Richard Allen, you know how to give up one of them good behind whoopings, man.
Right.
If you grew up in anything like a Richard Allen or Talbot Towers, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we have to. Some things have to be more important. And if we're going to say we are for each other and for the culture and for bettering ourselves and the safety of our people and the safety of our kids and our women, there has to be a line drawn in the sand. And if people jump over that, there's repercussions with that. And I'm not saying every repercussion has to be you physically putting your hands on somebody. There has to be repercussions. And if you put your hands on or come near or in this circumference or circle, how you get? You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be like that. It can't be no other way, because it's been target practice in 2020 on starting in 2019. In fact, we can keep going back 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. We keep going back. So at a certain point, it's just like, we can't be the enemies no more. When you look in the mirror, our melanated people can't be the enemies. We have to agree to disagree, argue behind closed doors, come out fighting as a united front. That's how we have to do. We have to go behind closed doors, talk about whatever
strategize, come up with a plan,
cuss each other out. Fletch, you ain't it, but when we in that conversation and our debate, whatever it is, when we step out to the real world, we got to do it as a united front. You know what I'm saying? We can't be separate anymore. And like I said in the show earlier in the year, if that means let's make a checklist of 15 things and start knocking them off one by one. What's the first thing we want to do? What's the second thing we want to do? What's the third thing? And this is where I say, even if you're the smartest person in your crew, somebody else in your crew might be smarter at something else. So they could do this. And we find people who are good at that specific thing. And then we find people who are good at this specific thing. Like, we all need to, and there's some powerful people in our comments, man. And I know I've listened to Camp. You know what I'm saying? I've seen her demeanor. I've seen April's demeanor. Those women can bring people together and then say, Fletch, all the warriors, go, implement, put the plan in place. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have something to offer to this thing, and we can't stiff arm each other no more and be in each other's way. We need to go behind closed doors, fix it, come out as a team fighting.
And whatever part of the strategy plan is yours, that's the part of the strategy that you focus on. You don't worry about the other part of the puzzle and what it is that they're doing. Just be confident and know that your part of the puzzle, strategy plan, whatever word analogy you want to use, is going to be done make sure that that's tight, so that when you connect it to the other part, it's all tight and it all works well together. So then that way, when you walk out that door from behind closed doors from that meeting, like it's fire. And it's like we come in force with fire and knowing that we're kings and queens and you're not taking us down. Like it is what it is. Like, this is our plan, this is our ask, and please sign on a dotted line or where's my check.
Yeah, because everybody has a position to play. In football, there's 11 people on the field at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a job. The quarterback can't do the receiver's job. You know what I'm saying? Ray Sharp played defense. That was my brother. He was a linebacker. I couldn't do his job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to do the running back job. Shout out to Hyde Apparel. That's my brother Eric. You know, you get a chance, hydeapparel.com. Go check it out. But I didn't try to do his job. Like, there's certain people, we're not asking this person to implement policies and plans, but we asking this warrior to go out and kick some ass. Excuse my language, everybody, because the house is on fire. We're not playing in 2021. If you're not with the game plan, we rolling over you. Eventually, you'll get on board. You know what I'm saying? If you in the way from us stopping progress, we rolling over you. We got too much at stake. We lost too many people in 2020, from a mysterious 19 to plane crashes to being murdered by the system. You know what I'm saying? Like to voting on the system. That still is the same repetitive system. They gave us a sister who looks like us. It's still the same system. It's still the same ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, we know how to hook it up, it's still the same thing, man. It's still the same system.
They just package it up differently, but we got to recognize that they just packaging it up differently. And we also got to realize that sometimes they try to distract us with the packaging.
Oh, you know that they will. And we live off so much emotion instead of thinking. We don't see that. And then they don't give us a dark-skinned brother with locks. They give us two high yellow, like Fletch high yellow. They even lighter than me. You know what I'm saying? They even lighter than me. And then, like, how disrespectful the cloth that they wear. They had Kamala up there talking about when she was in India, they was celebrating Kwanzaa. Like, they're disrespectful. They're really disrespectful. They don't even like black people over there. They're really disrespectful. And she's playing the part, and that's who we voted for. See, my brother said, what did he say? We can't lie to each other. We have to be honest with each other.
Right.
The people that they given us to vote for us to change our lives, they're not being honest with us. They're lying to us, and we keep taking it.
But that's what we also have to, again, go to the local people that we could touch, make sure that they know us, and influence it from there.
You vote locally. You seen them?
I see them all the time, actually, personally.
Exactly. These people ain't people moving the culture forward. They happy with that status.
Well,
they happy with that status, man. Everybody's comfortable, man. That's the thing. We talked about it in the beginning. You got to be uncomfortable to move us forward. Absolutely. No, these people are too comfortable from city to city. If you plan the part, there's few people. There's a few people who rattle the cage. What's the brother? What's the brother down there in Gary Chambers? That's his name in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, Chamberlain, Gary Chambers, yeah, something like that.
Gary Chambers. Mm-hmm. That brother, he ruffles feathers. He shakes the cage.
Right.
We don't got nobody like that. We don't have people like that.
Because people are afraid.
That's why, yes, because they comfortable. They like pulling off in their little Benz. They like their little house in Overbrook.
So then it makes me think of another conversation that we had with the people who are comfortable that are faith following individuals Like, if you have done all that you were supposed to do in your life, then why are you afraid of death?
Hold on, repeat that one more time.
If you are a faith following individual, why are you afraid of death?
Come on, man. You gonna rob people. That is gonna happen.
I'm sorry, not the first show. That's why I look like, okay, wait a minute, I shouldn't have went there.
Because they don't really want to see Jesus. They don't really want to see Jesus. That means you die. That means you can't go to Krispy Kreme donuts, and you can't go to McDonald's, and you can't go to Longhorn.
It should be a different type of Longhorn and Dunkin' Donuts up there that's supposed to be so glorious, because you have served and done everything that you were supposed to do while here on earth. So why are you afraid for that expiration date to happen? And are you prepared? And have you prepared your entire family for when that expiration date should occur? Like, did you do everything that you were supposed to do locally within your home, within your family, every single day to build up your intentions to what you want the outcome to be? Or are you waiting on, you don't know the day or the hour? That's what they've been telling us for how many ever years you've been following a faith.
Hold on, we're gonna talk. Kamala also has to be herself. She can't help. She's mixed. She has to be true to herself, not us. Woo! People keep trusting the alternative. She's Black and Indian. She has to be true to herself. That's what I take it.
You gotta keep her in check.
Listen. I mean, you took the conversation there. You took the
I mean, because like I don't know how to say Mr. Crawford's name, but it goes back to being honest.
It's Kassan.
So we gotta be honest. So if we gotta be honest, then we gotta say we going to the local individuals, then and holding people accountable. I'm always going to accountability. So like, if you go into your personal responsibility, your personal accountability, if you are a faith thumper, kings and queens, then you shouldn't be fearful of anything. Fear shouldn't even live within your whole conversation, because whatever you are doing it with well intentions, that you are following what you're supposed to do.
So listen. So this is a simple question you can ask people who are followers. Are they fearful of anything?
Everything.
Like, you're supposed to have no fear if you believe in God. See, he says, remember I said, I'm scared as hell because I know I ain't all the way right yet. And that's being honest. But what you all the way right with what? I know what you do, brother. You take care of your family. Ain't nobody perfect with that.
None of us is ever perfect. Perfect shouldn't even be in a definition of a dictionary.
Listen, you're perfect. You're doing it perfectly for your family.
Exactly.
Let's be honest, because there's no rule with this.
Right.
There's no rule. Like you could follow, we could say the Bible, but them dudes was awful dudes. The person who wrote the awful. I don't care if some of my followers say King David was black, white, whatever. Awful people.
Well, Camp is quoting you from 2020.
Everybody's not a king. Thank you, Camp. Thank you. Listen, everybody can't be a king and a queen, man. Some people are bottom feeders, man. And I ain't got nothing to do with the amount of money you make, the house you live in, the car you drive. That's all material. It's about how you carry yourself. Am I perfect? No. Ray Shard, is he perfect? No. Not at all. There's no man that walked the face of this earth that's ever been perfect. Not.
And that definition is arbitrary, because how your family norms are, values, and beliefs are different, so it's like perfect to you is different than what perfect to me is. It's different than what it is to anybody who is listening to this conversation here live or on a replay. Like, perfect has an arbitrary definition, just like being angry has an arbitrary definition, just like experiencing anxiety has an arbitrary definition. All these things show up in different ways. There's no two ways that it shows up the same way.
She said there's a difference between followers and believers. I mean, I hear you. I don't like either word because you don't know these people. You're a human. You know what a human is? This is a spirit with a shell on it. That's all. Nothing perfect. So when you tell me you could touch people that you follow and believe, that's because you can actually see them in your human form. You can see the work that they've done. You can touch. There's other people who could vouch for the work that they've done. You can see it. So I think having this is where the debate could go either way. But having trust in people, having belief in people you see. You know what I'm saying? Having belief in people you can actually hold and touch. Kassan Crawford, I love that brother. He's a God. He has created. To be a God means you are able to create. That's it. He's created. He has brought children into this world. See, we got to get out of our emotions and go back and know what these real meanings
as opposed to the given meaning
of these words are. Because listen, man, we got spelling. Spell is what spell is. You cast a spell over it, all kind of thing. So I'm in the process of believing the people I could touch and see. If Camp is putting out good energy, I'm talking to Camp. If Ray Shard is putting out good energy, I'm talking to Ray Shard. And then I see by the work that they've put out in their life. I'm not going back and trying to quote some dude who was doing something that he shouldn't have been doing with probably some little boys or little girls. And these is the people that we following. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Like
with filters.
Time,
and they have their filters because they got to cover up the things that they don't want you to see and use those filters as conveniently as they need to use them. For their fraud, for how they hurt people, for how they hurt themselves, how they may be in pain and don't want you to see it. Like those filters is the things that like I mean, I want to say it's pros and cons, but it's probably more cons than it is pros.
And you'll be on this hamster wheel for a long time if you think you're gonna be perfect. To go get judged by a God. You'll never ever, because the whole thing was built on faulty doctrination. It's been like you've been lied to. You've been told stories that ain't been true, none of it. So believe in yourself, man. Look in the mirror. Believe in that person you see more than anybody. Like we said in the beginning, give yourself the clap, man.
For every moment, every thought, every step that you take towards moving forward.
Yes, stop looking outside of yourself for something to save you. It's not going to happen. It's not. It's going to be you. It's going to be us. It's going to be me. It's going to be we. We are very intelligent people, but we keep giving away our intelligence and giving away our energy. And people might not like it, but if you embrace yourself all the way in 2021, I'm telling you, you'll be in your God status, man. Instead of saying, I got to go to some building to pray. When that so-called God, Jesus, never walked in no church, never sang no gospel. None of that. It's to make you feel good. And if we was real with ourselves, if we was being honest, and somebody said, "Well, Fletch, I go there just because it make me feel good," I would wholeheartedly believe that. But then the conversation goes in, it's this Jesus. Like, stop, man, stop, because most people aren't scientists, and that's a science book.
That's missing books. It's a science book that's missing books.
And we could go all day because I'm real good at it. I'm real good at being a scientist. So anybody that want to quote all these names out the Bible, listen, we could do it. And we're going to do it behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? And then come out together, fighting the enemy. Fighting the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody gave me some game and it's right, I'm taking it in. I'm sucking it in.
Camp, those missing books is in all of the churches. It ain't just in one of the churches. It's in all of them.
Listen.
And then the whole thought of Christianity, I mean, that's a whole nother show. Because that was given to us. That wasn't necessarily our religion that we were practicing before.
All I want our people to do is have belief in ourselves, man. That's it. You believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. You could go find answers. You could go find answers in the Sumerian text,
right?
The Book of the Dead. Because you'll understand, even if you go back to writings like that, the people didn't write in actual words. They wrote in hieroglyphics, right? In picture form, because they understood. Maybe thousands of years from now, my stupid, retarded cousin could see this picture and see it's a bird and say this, yeah, that's a bird. But no, we allow somebody to come in there and middleman and change up the meaning of everything, and then we start to take it and don't even know what it is.
Like, or don't read it for ourselves for our own intellectual property and understanding.
You know, folks don't know the swastika. They took the swastika and made it an evil thing. They made it that.
It's like they made voodoo an evil thing. It wasn't evil.
They made voodoo, which is voodoo, very evil. And we need to know this, but it's comfortable. We're comfortable with that book. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Shar saying, if we stop lying to ourselves and come out the comfort zone, we'll move this forward, man. And it ain't to come at nobody. This is to have an intellectual conversation so that maybe some of us go look at the Book of Enoch. Go look at the Sumerian text. Go look up the Book of the Dead. Go look up these things. Like, for instance, I give people, I could touch Dick Gregory, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, people like that you could grab on to and actually see and hold and touch. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me some mystery people, man. Give me some people that you actually know walk the same walk you did. Not some story that some people gave me. No, that's out of touch. Now, if it's gonna help build you, if it helps make you a better person, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. It's not to be closed-minded, but it's not to be on the same hamster wheel either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not to go for the same old thing over and over and over. No, it's not for that, man. We are too intelligent to keep falling for that, man.
Right.
But yet we keep falling for it because of having infatuations with celebrities and TV shows and movies. And as soon as they say one thing, we believe it.
We go right to it like a magnet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just put, if we went out and pull, they had and Camp knows they had the floods and everything down in Houston, and Joel Osteen with the biggest church didn't want y'all wet feet in his church. That's the honest to God truth. He said no, but he in the name of Jesus. See, these people are demons, man. We can't, and he's the one pushing this book. We got to start checking somebody, and that's just one person. We know hundreds and hundreds of these people in these churches, man. And it's not just in these churches. It's the people they keep giving us like they're real leaders, man.
Thank you, LaWanda, for sharing the video.
Go back, and Dr. Martin Luther King did big work. Yes, big work. But you can't believe everything. You got to go and know who the Reverend was in Alabama who put in real work, who didn't want the kids to be out there getting bust upside the head. You know what I'm saying? Go see who does the real work, not the people that they give us. Why they give us Martin Luther King like that? I don't mean it. I'm sorry, people. But there was other people doing real work that never got credit for it, who put their life on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we can't lie to ourselves anymore. It's 2020. We taking the matrix. We coming out the matrix. We coming out the filters. No more filters on your pictures. You beautiful ladies. No more filters. No more. We ain't lying. Yep, just how they gave us Al Sharpton. You know, Al. And go back and watch Vampire in Brooklyn and see why they gave us Al Sharpton. Because he is evil on the inside. When you're evil on the inside, you're easy to control. That's why people who weren't easy to control, they killed Fred Hamptons and people like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac. It wasn't easy to control. So you got to get them out of here.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we know what false prophets are. She said, that's my movie. Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn was the joint, man. was the joint. Evil is necessary. That's what they said. So evil is,
and they made comedy.
Evil is good. That's how trickery goes. You know what I'm saying? Say evil is necessary. So if evil is necessary, evil is good. Like that is the word play. So understand these words that we listening to and why they call it spelling. Who you putting the spell on? You know what I'm saying? So listen, folks, 2021, we're going to kick 2021 in the butt. We're going to win this year because 2020, we took a loss, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can't lie. We got to be honest with ourselves. We took major losses, but you here in 2021, so we bouncing back, kings and queens. We're going to do a lot of self-reflecting. I'm starting with myself, man. There's a bunch of stuff I got to do better, and I'm willing to do it and willing to try and, willing to move forward. We all going to do that. So if you out there and you went through it in 2020, just know you're here for a reason. Know you can holler at us. Therapy, counseling sessions. If you got young people, I'm good at it. Mary Butterfly Love, best therapist on the East Coast. Holler at her. Yeah, and if you up there and you got a business and you want to promote it, please feel free, put it in the comments, man.
So I got something I wanted to share about new business ventures.
About who?
About new business ventures or new business things. So I'm coming into 2021 as an author. I'm a collaborating author for a book called on Hair Anthology, Can't Tell Me Nothing. Black women and their uncomfortable truth. So the pre-sales have started, and they're available for $25. That's including shipping and handling. And so I am in the chapter, My Crown Speaks, of course, Chocolate Crown. And everybody's truth story is different. So like we don't talk about what the trauma is or what the different stories or how people why people may do what they do with their hair and what the reasons are and where it came from. And I believe that the different authors that are contributing to this anthology is going to offer that to a lot of people. So I will have a online book signing that I'll be posting soon. And I look forward to it. If you guys would like to have a personal signed copy, feel free to reach out. Go
get the book, man.
Go get the book, right?
Go get the book, man. You want to learn about what's going on with the crown? Why while you're in the book, dope read. So go, please. Go seriously. Go check it out. It's dope.
I'll post it on all of the pages that we have and have it in the comments, and so you'll be able to access that link. Again, pre-sales are now. The book will actually be physically available in February. So if you're ordering pre-sales, I'll be able to personally sign your copy and put a personal message in there for you, and be able to go from there. Yes, April, I got you. And then I also have something else happening in this first quarter of 2021. Can I share that? Actually, I got two other things.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. So I end up my coming into 2020, I wanted to be a keynote speaker for a global platform. And I can't really say the name of it just yet because I have to wait for some more of the logistics to happen. However, on Tuesday of last week, I got the call and I got approved. And so that is happening in February. That I will be the keynote speaker for this global platform for this very important person. And that's the second thing. And then the third thing that I was already planning is a telesummit. You know, this world has been cruel, but we still try to work and strive. I know Uncle Fletch, Cousin Fletch, King Del Rico, whatever name we want to say, he says everybody can't be a leader. However, there's leaders in different capacities. So, like, you know, if you want to be a leader and you were, you know, trying to figure out what's in the way, I'm hosting a summit in March 11th, 12th, and 13th on leader, gender, and racism. That is a 3-day summit. It takes us through the journey on what may be life interruptions that build us and make us stronger. However, what may get in the way of us being able to sign our name on that dotted contract, or what is in the way of us excelling in life overall. So you want more information about that, feel free to visit my website. All of that information is up at butterflylovellc.com/events. And information for the book will also be posted on the website probably by Wednesday of this week, but I'll also share it in the groups.
Yo, hold on. Man, we talking about giving applause, man. It's a lot happening in the first quarter for you, man.
A lot happening.
That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I make the co-host hype, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. You know, keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that rubs off on everybody out there. Yeah, you deserve it. Keep grinding. I wasn't even going, since I guess you went all
you got something.
Since you all went all into it. So, all right. Two things happening. One, I wish Marcus Berkeley was still up here. We're going to be big on creating more content. Our next project is going to be sort of a man-to-man, as it starts out with we giving flowers to the men first through social media. We're going to have another platform like this, and basically giving flowers to positive men who have helped us along the way and along our journey. Even though there's been women, we're going to start with the men first. We're going to have some dialogue and that kind of thing, and let other guys and other people come up and tell their story about how important this man was to them in their life. And so that's the first thing. It's going to be another podcast kind of thing. So be on the lookout with Marcus Berkeley, and we're going to do some things with that, trying to just show some love and some respect and some appreciation and some thankfulness for all the stuff that people have done for us and in our lives. So be on the lookout for that. And also, good thing you up there, Mr. Crawford, because When the Lights Go Out, my first book, it's underway. It's in the works. I've been doing a lot of interviewing and a lot of writing lately. So When the Lights Go Out, it's a self-help for young people, how to transition from their sport into the real world. And it doesn't even have to be just for athletes. It can be people who are transitioning out of high school and out of whatever they're doing and trying to prepare for the real world. So When the Lights Go Out, be on the lookout for that. And Kassan Crawford, you will be in it because I will be interviewing you. You just got to hit me up and let me know when you're ready, my brother. So that is Chocolate Crown with some things happening in the near future.
Got to share one more thing though. So if anybody wants the preview of When the Lights Go Out, you started with an interview at the beginning of 2020 that can be found on the YouTube channel of Butterfly Love LLC, of that emerging of the book and emerging of When the Lights Go Out, for how it impacted you and your career and everything like that. So if anybody wants the background before we get this new chapter of what is happening, you could definitely go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, but then also check out that video of Delrico Infinite Mind and Body being interviewed.
Yeah, that is where it kind of, the first time people heard about it, but the book and everything has actually been in the works for a few years now.
Absolutely.
We're both excited. Got some new things going on in the future. So 2020, we here because 2020, you know what I'm saying, hit us with a couple left and right. So we here, we back, we trying to get it cracking. Rayshard Crawford, let me know if you are free to be interviewed this evening, my brother, because you said you have all the time. So don't talk about it, brother. I'll be on your phone. No, I know. But no, it's about Mary right now. You know what I'm saying? Her book is out. It's on the table. I don't mind showing love. I can show love. I am not a hater. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a pom-pom dance. You know what I'm saying? If somebody got the book and all this stuff and a telesummit and all kind of stuff. So we're going to wrap up show number 1. Show number 21, 2020 is over. And 2021, we here. Want to shout out everybody and thanks for the comments.
Yeah, we coming in kicking doors down. We hope you coming in kicking the doors down with us.
Yeah, we listen, we got a fight on our hands, people, but we excited, man. We gotta be excited, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to thank everybody. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, no doubt. Kings and queens. So listen, tell a friend to tell a friend. Sundays, 8 p.m. Chocolate Crown. We come together and we discuss some things that we feel we need to discuss to try to move the culture forward. Whether you like it or not.
Remember to share topics that you want us to talk about that you feel is relevant to our community. So, like, whatever you got, as you may have experienced, in our shows that we've done so far, we will tackle on whatever topic it is that you guys bring and bring it to the conversation of your living room.
Yeah, because I don't mind. I might get cussed out for cussing too much because I cussed twice tonight.
And I might be the one that, use the nice words.
Hey, Camp, thanks for the comment, man. Hey, I'm struggling over here, though. That's all it is.
He got his hang time. He extra height.
Yeah, I'm saying it's hanging. But nah, listen, man. Chocolate Crown, I appreciate y'all. Instagram, appreciate y'all. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Join in the conversation. Miss April, thank you as well. Swanee G, Rayshard, Camp. Dab Smith, Dub, Market, everybody for checking in, man. Another
everybody,
show.
Thank you so much.
And listen, people gonna hate you regardless, man. So be your biggest supporter.
Let them be your motivators, yeah.
And be your biggest cheerleader, man. So,
and remember, every day that you open your eyes, give yourself a hand clap. No matter what it feels like, give yourself a hand clap and just celebrate that moment and move forward. Affirm that life has been given to you for another day to attack your intentions. Right, wrong, weak or strong.
Listen. Well, this has been another great show, 21 down. So once again, y'all enjoy y'all evening. Y'all be safe. Do not stop with the Fletch concoction. You know what I'm saying? Turmerics and gingers and garlics and all of that on your stove and honey and everything. Just mix it and breathe it and drink it. You're saving your own life, man. Because they telling you about all this craziness, but they ain't giving you no insight on what to do. So go ahead and do your thing and get your immune system right. Whenever you can, take that mask off your face because breathing your own CO2 is deadly. They won't tell you that. Don't forget your grapefruit. You know what I'm saying? If you got an ear infection with a kid, a little bit of grapefruit in the air is amazing. Fletch got all the secrets, man. I got all the secrets. Now I got all the secrets, man. I'm just somebody who just like to read. Oh yeah, and I got the new lemon sea moss. Hold on, give me 5 seconds. I'm coming right back. The new lemon sea moss. Sea moss mixed up the lemon. We raising the alkaline level. I can't tell you what's on the front. Okay, we grown. All right, it was an old jar of moonshine. But now it's sea moss, man. So yeah, you need it, holler at me. We can get it shipped right out to you, man. So once again, kings and queens, thank you. Mary, thank you. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. Y'all be safe out there. Until next week. Talk to you later.
Peace.